well, he looks a little bit flat at times. Sometimes this big homecoming takes a lot out of him. It puts a lot of pressure on you. I mentioned it in the week as well. And everyone's talking about, yesterday he was FaceTiming Regis program. He's talking about TFM Lopez. We all are. And that's what you do. And sometimes you really take, I don't even want to say to take the eye off the ball, because then it discredits what Liam did. And what Liam did was win a wide decision against one of the most feared men in the sport.
You said that you'll be shouting from the rooftops for the winner of this fight to go on and take on the rest of the champions. So what would you like to see Liam Paro do now?
I mean, look, firstly, we've wanted to go to Australia for a big fight for some time, and I think now we've got the ability to do it. He deserves that homecoming. He's had to box away from home for a few years now. Obviously, last time out in San Francisco, and the last time we were in Australia was with Liam Paro. And now, we know that the government supports big-time World Championship boxing. We can bring a big name to Australia from the 140-pound division, whether that's Teofimo Lopez, Pitbull Cruz, Devin Haney. We've got Richardson Hitchens as a mandatory. That'll be due at some point as well. We've got so many fighters. Jack Catcher at 140. Dalton Smith coming through like a train. It just completely blows the division apart. And Liam Paro becomes one of the main men now at 140 pounds.
Is there a rematch clause or what happens?
No rematch clause, because there's a mandatory due. But obviously now with a new champion coming in, it opens up the opportunity to have a quick voluntary or maybe a unification. But Richardson Hitchens is lining up for his shot as well, and it's going to be really interesting to see what happens.
Subriel Matias, obviously this is a massive blow. This is a big stage of him, a huge crowd going crazy for him. The ring walk took ages, but what next to him?
I asked the question whether he moves to 147 pounds. I thought maybe he looked a little bit flat and tired. But, I said about the homecoming and the movement and the tempo of Liam Paro. There's a lot of things to look at, but he's going to have to come back and regroup, whether that's a move to 147 or staying at 140 and try and position himself for another shot at world title.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The truth is out there. All right. So life continues. Life goes on. We're going to talk today, and welcome to everybody to another episode of Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario, owner and head coach of Warriors Pride Boxing Academy. We're going to talk today about what you just heard, all right? Eddie Hearn stating on an interview post Paro versus Matias fight that there will be no rematch. There is no rematch clause because this fight was a mandatory fight. And that kind of raises questions for me. And please enlighten me for anybody that knows out there, but wasn't Ergashev a mandatory by the IBF? How can there be two mandatories back to back? I was under the impression this was a voluntary fight from Matias, a pick-up fight for Matias to fight Liam Paro. I was not aware this was a mandatory by the IBF. IBF picking Liam Paro as a mandatory for Subriel Matias. So please correct me regarding this. Makes no sense to me, at least. All right. So anyway, no rematch clause. Life continues. World keeps continuing with life on it, and Subriel Matias goes back to the end of the line, right? And let me tell you something, guys. There's been a lot of comments out there. Of Subriel Matias' behavior, Subriel Matias' actions, Subriel Matias possibly partying night before the fight, all kinds of stuff. There's like in everything in life, there's a lot of conjectures, there's a lot of theories, there's a lot of things. Monday morning quarterbacking after the facts. So I don't know, guys, and I can't tell you. I've seen some people saying different things, that Subriel Matias threw the fight, that all he cares was about the money. Some people saying that he fears success. Some people saying different things, all right? And I'm not going to speculate. I know that the truth will show sooner or later. We will all know the truth sooner or later. And I can tell you something. And this is one thing that I'm sure about. If Subriel Matias went out drinking, if Subriel Matias went out partying the night before, that shows a level of not only disrespect, but arrogance and unprofessionalism, in my opinion. Nobody does that. That is a taboo. That's a no-no. Remember Wilfredo Gomez and his situation before the fight. You know, those of you who are old enough to remember this big scandal, and where before fighting Salvador Sanchez, Wilfredo Gomez took famous actress Joanna Rosalí from Puerto Rico to his hotel room and just hung out all night with her. And that was a no-no. You know, no sex before a fight. Sex weaken legs, like Mick from Rocky used to say. And next day, Gomez got got his ass beat terribly. Got humiliated by Salvador Sanchez after talking so much smack to Salvador Sanchez. And that fight, we all know, is history. And every time the name of Wilfredo Gomez comes out by some people, Salvador Sanchez's name also comes out, because of the epic fight that happened between both of these fighters, one from Puerto Rico, one from Mexico. These are some of the fights that historians, boxing purists look back at and regard as some of the best fights out there. All right. But anyway, you can't do that. You can't disrespect your crowd. You can't disrespect your fan. You can't disrespect your people. There's got to be a certain amount of discipline that you have after working so hard to get to the point of where Subriel Matias was at, right on the verge of making millions of dollars, unifying the title, getting opportunities to fight the best. Everybody was talking so highly about Subriel Matias, and you dropped the ball in such a way in front of your own people. It's humiliating. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. I'm not excusing Subriel Matias at all. I'm putting all the blame on him. I'm not putting the blame on the corner. The corner was telling him correctly what to do. All right? You say, some people are saying, oh, you're not giving, coach, you're not giving Liam Paro enough credit. Yes, I did give Liam Paro credit. I gave him credit for fighting the perfect fight. But he fought the perfect fight against somebody that was not fighting. Subriel Matias was not fighting. How many punches did he throw? His typical punch output per round is 80 to 100 punches. He was throwing half of that. And don't tell me it was Liam Paro's great performance that inhibited Matias to throw so many punches. No, he wasn't even throwing punches in the clinches. He wasn't forcing. He looked drained at the end of the fight. He looked gassed out. That's not Matias. Matias is an engine. Something happened, all right? And like I said, I'm not gonna speculate. But bottom line, this is the take. This is a take from, in my opinion, on what happened, all right? And what you can take from the fight between Matias and Paro. This is what I can take from the fight between Liam Paro and Subriel Matias, all right? This is what I take from that particular situation. What I can take from that particular situation is it's a lesson for everybody. Everybody that's into boxing, everybody that's into some kind of sport, you have to have discipline, guys. You have to have discipline. You gotta have respect for yourself and respect for others. And Subriel Matias' attitude before the fight, coming up with those rappers to the ring, taking his sweet ass time, feeling like, so arrogant. I mean, you gotta remain humble. You can't talk all this shit if you can't, deliver. Because then if you can't deliver after you talked all this shit, people are going to jump and you're going to be calling you, you know, a bullshit artist, a hype job, all this other, you know, type of demeaning comments that people are making about Matias right now. And a lot of fans are going to turn their backs on Matias. A lot of hardcore Matias fans. And you know what, guys? I don't blame them. I don't blame them because Matias, you know, disappointed all these people. Matias, you know, did not give it 100%. Something happened the night before or something happened the day of. I don't know. And I tell you again, Liam Paro did the perfect fight, but Liam Paro is not such a great fighter. In my opinion, I'm a fan of Liam Paro because he showed cojones. He came all the way to Puerto Rico. He did what he was supposed to do. He's not such a great fighter. I see him as one of the weakest ones in 140 now. He's going to be an easy belt. Teofimo now is going to jump all over this one. He didn't want to, he's talking shit right now. Teofimo talking shit about Subriel Matias, hype job, and all this other stuff. Look at yourself, Teofimo. You lost your last 2 fights. You've been lucky to get decisions. You got beat, soundly beat by another Australian, knocked your ass down. Took all your belts. You never wanted to rematch him. So it's hypocritical of Teofimo Lopez. It's cowardly what he's doing. We know his true colors. He was avoiding Matias like the plague. And now he's talking all this shit. Now that Matias lost. And Matias lost, in my opinion, because of his own attitude and because of his poor performance and because he didn't give it 100%. He had Paro hurt multiple times. He could have taken him out, but I don't know what happened. Maybe he gassed out. Maybe he didn't have enough energy. And that's one of the things I was talking to my assistant coach yesterday. You know, the fact that a lot of people are saying, oh, well, Matias, that's the way he fights. He takes off the first 2-3 rounds, then he knocks out. Bro, that shit's not going to happen every time. There's going to be fighters that are going to be able to take your punch. Are in there for the long haul, have granite chins. Paro showed he had a chin. Paro showed that he had determination. Paro showed that he had heart. He had, you know, he was on the second half of the fight. He got like that second air, and he started. You know, he didn't lower his action. He didn't diminish his output in punches or moving around the ring. But Matias started declining after the 6th round, as far as output, and as far as, you know, it started looking frustrated. So you have to respect yourself. You have to respect your fans. You have to respect your country. If you're going to say you're going to do something, do it. If not, shut the hell up. All right? It's better to be quiet, humble, you know, do the training, you know, and let other people talk about your greatness. All right? And going back to Teofimo Lopez, we all know what he's made of. He's actually showed it while Matias was on top. Now he's talking shit. I bet you he's going to try to get that unification title against Liam Paro. And it wouldn't surprise me that Liam Paro beats the shit out of him too. Because he is something of a hype job himself. He's got talent and all that other stuff, but the guy is, you know, he's not right in the mind. But anyway, guys, this is what I wanted to say. Again, today, short and sweet. No rematch for Subriel Matias. Matias goes back to the end of the line. Matias has to pick up the scraps and try to start beating, you know, C-level, B-level opponents. Nobody that has a title is going to face him. They're not going to risk it. He's 32 years old. In my opinion, Matias is done. He dropped the ball. And I know we still have that faith that he's going to come back, but he already betrayed us. He betrayed himself. He betrayed his people by performing the way he did. His corner. He didn't listen to his corner at all. And he said it afterwards. Oh, I do whatever I want. I'm an old fox. Hey, there you go. You got what you deserve, brother. You got what you deserved, you know? And unfortunate for him, I've been sad about, and just like many other people are down and sad that Matias performed the way he did. But he should feel ashamed of himself. He should feel ashamed of himself. All right? You don't put, what is it, the carriage in front of the horses, you know, before you become a superstar. You're already talking all this crap about other fighters, Regis Prograis, you know, all these other guys. You're a chicken, you're this, you're that, blah, blah, blah. Bro, shut the hell up, man. Continue beating everybody. Continue performing. And then you'll be able to talk shit. You'll be able to talk shit with your fist. You'll be able to demonstrate everything inside the ring. And the best lie detector, and I actually told my students that, the best lie detector is inside the ring. You can tell who's telling the truth and who's lying when you step inside the ring. But anyway, guys, this is all I have for now. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Is Subriel Matias done? Am I wrong thinking that, you know, he really blew it? Am I wrong in my assessment of his future? Do you guys think he still has a shot? Or anybody's going to give him a shot to fight, you know, for a title? He's 32 years old. Am I wrong in thinking that this guy might not want to fight anymore? And that he had that golden ticket right on the tip of his hands, that Willy Wonka golden ticket, and he messed up. Anyway, guys, that's the sad part of this story, and it's a lesson for everybody. This is a lesson. This is a lesson, a life lesson for all you guys, all those guys out there talking crap, talking smack, all this other shit. The Teofimo Lopez, the Devin Haney's, the Ryan Garcias, you know, all those guys perform inside the ring, bro. Forget about, you know, talking all this shit outside. And I know people like that, but you're going to look like a fool. You're going to feel like a clown when you get your ass beat like Subriel Matias did. All right? Anyway, guys, this is all for now. Coach Mario, owner, head coach of Warriors Pride Boxing Academy, saying hasta la vista. God bless you all, and peace.